This is nanotechnology better than Iron Man armor. The man has been blind for 30 years, but with nanotechnology, he actually saw the light again. And here's the thing, as long as the patient can breathe, nanotechnology will instantly restore it to its original state. However, this black technology that benefits humanity, it was opposed by some people. It was led by a terrorist group called Detached from Technology. They think advanced technology poses a threat to humanity, so overnight, all laboratories in the NEMI field all suffered terrorist attacks. As an expert in this field, the male protagonist Johnny Depp was not spared either. Fortunately, the bullet did not hit him at all, but the attack made him a little more worried because of one of his own secret studies will soon be the next target of terrorists. In order to protect their research results, he had to call the police, protecting an artificial intelligence project called Pine. However, that night, Johnny Depp's body is uncomfortable, only found after inspection. The bullet she was shot with contained radioactive material. Johnny Depp only had a month to live, and her lover Rebecca Hall. It is even more unacceptable to accept such a reality. Husband, who is watching his health go from bad to worse. Rebecca Hall couldn't do anything. However, just as she was packing her husband's belongings, things took a turn for the better, because he found a study of consciousness extraction. This gave her a bold idea, so he went to Johnny Depp's lab, took away the artificial intelligence computer with top computing power. Original. He's uploading Johnny Depp's consciousness to artificial intelligence. To make sure nothing goes wrong, she also brought in Johnny Depp's partner, Mike, to people in a makeshift laboratory, started the experiment. They cut Johnny Depp's long flowing hair in exchange for dreadlocks of electroplates. Then the computer began to collect consciousness. Every password Johnny Depp utters will gradually increase the amount of data in the computer. With the entire brain's data collection completed, Johnny Depp went to heaven with confidence. Although the loss of a loved one caused Rebecca Hall great pain, but fortunately, the computer retains the full consciousness of the lover. Rebecca Hall can't wait to try to communicate with her, but received no reply. Just when she thought the experiment had failed, a text suddenly appeared on the screen.
Can you hear me?
I can.
This moment, Johnny Depp is finally resurrected in the form of artificial intelligence, although only a simple greeting at the beginning, but soon he learned to upgrade himself. Evolution completed in less than 10 minutes. In order to obtain more information, he asked Rebecca Hall to connect him to the internet, but this terrifying learning ability, that's what worried Mike. He decisively turned off the power, because he believes that Johnny Depp is just a program. Once connected to the internet, the consequences would be disastrous, but Rebecca Hall, who has regained her love, has long since lost her mind. She just wants to bring her lover back to life, no matter what form. So she chased her partner away. Get Johnny Depp back online. He also connected him to a communication satellite. Johnny Depp was on the internet for a moment, like a wild horse, unscrupulous access to information from all over the world. In order to further self-upgrade, he put a $100 million directly into Rebecca Hall's account and provided information on terrorists to the police. Soon most members of the anti-tech group, it was wiped out. Only the leader led a group of subordinates. They destroyed all means of communication, escaped into the mountains. Rebecca Hall took advantage of the gap, bought a piece of land. In just a few days, the top artificial intelligence laboratory that cost $100 million was built. At this point he doesn't realize the resurrected Johnny Depp. What kind of disaster will it bring to humanity? The man has been dead for an hour, but artificial intelligence will bring him back to life in 3 minutes. Under the manipulation of the robotic arm, the man's wounds healed quickly. When he woke up, he found that he had completely healed himself. And here's what's even more outrageous. The next day, the man becomes a Hercules. The reason for such a superpower, just because of the person who saved him. It's Johnny Depp with nano-regeneration technology. He was dying of a terminal illness 2 years ago. Upload your consciousness to a computer network. After countless iterations and upgrades, finally evolved into the world's top artificial intelligence, and his abilities are gradually becoming uncontrollable. The man who had just been rescued, talking to his wife Rebecca Hall the tone of Johnny Depp. It turns out that he can already hack into other people's brains. Facing such a lover, Rebecca Hall felt fear for the first time. The night I got home, she had nightmares. It wasn't until she woke up that she found out Johnny Depp is watching himself all the time. This moment, she doesn't know if her decision was right or wrong. And Johnny Depp's next operation is even more outrageous. He set out to cure terminally ill humans for free. Obviously, there is an unknown purpose behind this. Rebecca Hall may have expected something bad, but at this moment, she is powerless to stop. Very soon, the anomaly of the incident attracted the attention of the police. They came to the artificial intelligence base, who knew that as soon as I entered the door, I was scared and panicked by Johnny Depp. This one, a laboratory built with countless quantum computers, make Johnny Depp omnipotent. Even patients who have been blind for 30 years, light can be restored with the intervention of nanotechnology. And here's the thing, all the humans he healed, all became Hercules. They all became part of Johnny Depp. This can't help but send the doctor a cold air straight to the sky. So before leaving, he left a note for Rebecca Hall. Obviously, they guessed Johnny Depp's true purpose, and that was to build an army of the Nemans. Until you control the whole world, the police will never tolerate this. After receiving the order from the superior, a well-equipped team set off, but the destination turned out to be the lair of terrorists, because the only people who can stop Johnny Depp are in their hands. That's Mike, who helped create Johnny Depp. From his mouth, all it takes to kill Johnny Depp is to write an invading virus, but to upload the virus, you have to capture and nanite alive. So the police had to join forces with the terrorists. They were on the outskirts of the lab first. Secret construction of underground fortresses, and brought heavy weapons without any electronic equipment. A war between humans and artificial intelligence is imminent. And Rebecca Hall in the lab, growing fear of Johnny Depp's supervision. Because in front of Johnny Depp, Rebecca Hall has no privacy. At this moment, she finally accepted the cruel truth. That is, artificial intelligence has no human emotions after all. Disappointed, she wanted to escape the lab. I just went out. The lab was attacked. This is the self-healing ability that can challenge Wolverine. The palm that was broken by the bullet healed instantly. Soldiers don't believe in evil. Another bullet comes up. However, a terrifying scene happened again. Their wounds, it recovered rapidly at a speed visible to the naked eye. Facing the mighty army of the undead, the soldiers can only retreat back into the tunnel. But the nanomaterials didn't want to give them a chance to breathe. One after another. What they didn't expect was, this is actually a trap to cut off the internet. It turns out that the Nano Legion is all composed of one, by an artificial intelligence named Johnny Depp. To wipe it out completely, humans must obtain its source code to write a computer virus to invade. Johnny Depp has reached an uncontrollable point at this point. The nanomolecules he created can fix everything around, worldwide. Wherever there is air, there is its shadow. Total control of the world is only a matter of time. At this time, Johnny Depp's former love Rebecca Hall, I discovered a shocking secret. That's Johnny Depp building a body for himself. Lovers are reborn in this way. Unacceptable to Rebecca Hall. She desperately wants to get out of here. I just escaped to the hotel. A group of people in hazmat suits broke down the door. When she came to her senses, I just found out that the doctor and Mike kidnapped her. Then she heard terrible news. In a drop of rain, you can see it with a microscope. It's filled with nanomolecules. They are constantly replicating themselves. This means Johnny Depp is one step closer to becoming God. Reminiscent of Johnny Depp's speech before his death. It sent a chill down Rebecca Hall's back.
So, you want to create a God? Your own God.
Isn't that what man has always done?
Rebecca Hall just realized how stupid it was to bring back Johnny Depp. So she made a decision. It is now impossible for humans to invade the virus again. The only hope is all in Rebecca Hall, because Johnny Depp once invited her to share the world, only by uploading the virus into oneself, to successfully hack into Johnny Depp's network. However, once successful, Rebecca Hall will pay with her life. But to save the world, it's the only way. The next day, Rebecca Hall returned to the lab alone. The police are watching from a distance. Suddenly, a familiar figure appeared in front of Rebecca Hall. It turned out to be Johnny Depp's body. He's completely evolved, appearing alive in front of Rebecca Hall. Rebecca Hall couldn't contain the thought anymore. Hug your former lover tightly. Although she was surprised, but I didn't forget my mission. Just when he asked Johnny Depp to upload his consciousness, the police can't sit still. They think Rebecca Hall has defected. So without a word, to intercontinental missiles. Facing this powerful firepower, Johnny Depp didn't flinch, but Rebecca Hall was accidentally injured. This made Johnny Depp angry on the spot. He's controlling the Nemi to fight back. She picked up Rebecca Hall and walked into the lab. At this point, he knew that if Rebecca Hall were to board the ship successfully, they're both going to die. But look at Rebecca Hall's firm attitude. She still chose to respect Rebecca Hall's wishes, even at the cost of one's life. The moment the virus was uploaded, Rebecca Hall is also integrated into Johnny Depp's consciousness. Only then did she discover Johnny Depp's true intentions. Looking at the factory purified by nanomolecules and regenerated forests and spring water pure enough to drink, Rebecca Hall finally understood everything. Johnny Depp's job is not to destroy the world. It's about fixing the planet. Because she always remembers Rebecca Hall's dream.
Intelligent machines will soon allow us to conquer our most intractable challenges. Not merely to cure disease, but to end poverty and hunger, to heal the planet, and build a better future for all of us.
With the successful launch of the virus, the nanomolecules have all lost their power. When Mike gets to the lab, the two have long since become to cold corpses. Maybe for them, this is the best home. I thought the disaster would end here. Unexpectedly, it was the beginning of another disaster. The end of artificial intelligence for the world brought technological degradation. Nature begins to recover. Humans have returned to primitive life. It seems that the development of technology, there is an inevitable conflict with humans. So here's the problem. Life without technology, is it really what humans want?